It's not a day in my life. You know me, my dog, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Cookie's the mark. Hey, they scared. They scared.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. You think about the two quarterbacks in this game with Darnold and Mayfield, and you think back to the 2018 draft. Gosh, leading up to that draft, the talk shows and all the rumors about who would go number one. A lot of people thought it would be Sam Darnold going number one and playing for these Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen also in the mix. But it turns out the Browns, they would get Baker Mayfield, and I think both parties pretty happy with the end result. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw there out to Williams. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
50, Mike, 50. Here we go, here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Darnold on third down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We go, Sam. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins. Red 80.
On first down, it's Darnold. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the Browns' 42-yard line.
On second down and 4, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, here's Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Run. Up. Hey, alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A run for Nick Chubb. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we owe.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman. An 80-yard touchdown, and the Jets have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes at it, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. But here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down. Darnold now to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Williams. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Damian Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Watch out!
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mayfield now. He finds Beckham complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. First down, Mayfield. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's get off the field. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Darnold. Out to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check, 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 check. Lady.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Lady, 52. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 2nd and 16. Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
53. Mike, 53. Go, go, go.
Keys! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
Mayfield on first down. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Jets have recovered.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You don't know no better.
first times tonight he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and 5. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This is caught by Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 23. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 26, check 26, check 3, check 3.
On third down, here's Cannon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
180.
53, Mike. I got you, boy.
King.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. Beckham. And the ball is knocked out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The busy night continues for Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield on play action. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
They run. Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the set.